Good morning. It didn't really rain last night. We had like a half a tenth here or something. Got settled the dust down a little bit. But Dad's out spraying this morning. He's got a little more corn to do. In fact, he's right there across the road. So that's good. He's going to work on that. I think Phil's still hauling corn. I am going to hook onto the seed tender. We're going to haul it down to Berkey because, well, we're going to need it there. And we're going to check some fields and stuff and see if maybe we could get something done. It would be super nice to get something done down there. But I don't know. Also, I think they're down there working on our concrete for our bin pads, so I'm going to go check that out. So we've got our one box we've got to take down. We've already got 2 boxes of corn down there. That should be enough to plant everything that we need. However, one of those boxes, normally our boxes are 45 units of corn. One of those boxes was a very large seed size. We could only get 40 units in the box. So I have 5 paper bags to make up the difference here. I've also got some blueprint there that we're going to use. We'll talk about that some other time. And then I had this biopass that I had gotten from the Andersons, and I guess I didn't read the label close enough because I thought this was a foliar. It's not. It says to apply at planting in your starter. So it's a quart or a pint to the acre. I've got 5 boxes. It's 25 gallons. I'll have to figure out how far that's going to go. Be 100 acres, right? Yeah. No, be 200 acres. So we might use that on most of the stuff down to Berky. Try and test a little bit there. We'll talk about it more when we use it, but I'm taking it with me so that it's there. Our concrete guys are down here. We'll go check that out in a minute, but I got the seed tender put in the barn here. We've got our other 2 boxes right there. We've got some of our pop-up starter in here. Those are empty boxes. The bean boxes are down there. We're ready to go as soon as it's dry enough to go. I gotta get these other bags out of here. And that biopass stuff. There's the center of the big bin. Big. It's not really a big bin, but it's a bigger bin. And there's the center of the other one. So we're gonna pour 2 pads, 27 and a 24 foot, I think. This one's going to be really tight to this corner, that bin, and that bin. We're trying to make sure our unloads are going to hit and everything. This pad's going to match this height from here. The other one over there is going to be like 6 inches higher so that we can get the unload above the foundation because it's got to come back to the leg here. So, cool. Well, there's not much I need to do there. Let's take a little walk. Got my shovel. Let's see what the ground looks like out here. Phil looked yesterday, said the corn stalks were closer than the wheat stubble that's going to corn, so we should get the disc and get it down here probably. Now there's still threatening chances of rain, but yeah, we'll see. Fields are very clean. That is one thing that you will notice about our corn stalks. We got a few things starting to come here, but we fall sprayed these with some 2,4-D to clean up the winter annuals, and they're very, very clean compared to a lot of corn stalks in the area. So we get down here with a disc and hopefully take out these few weeds that are growing, and then get the bean herbicide on, and it should keep it in pretty good shape. So let's see what we got. Looks fairly dry to me. Whoa. That's what happens when you knock the phone out of your hand. Crumbly, crumbly, crumbly. That's way deeper than we're going to go with the disc. I would disc this without question. All right. We need to go look at some other fields. We'll walk a little ways this way. This farm here, we tiled a few years ago, added. My grandpa had tiled it way back in the late 50s, 60s. But they were on like 55 to 60 foot spacings. So we came back in, is that 2 years ago? And split all those middles. Tiled it really well. Put a main in along the ditch instead of deadheading them all into the ditch over there. So it's a dry farm. Well tiled farm. But flat, consistent, good soil. This is a good one. Yeah, this field's ready to go. We need a disc. We need it here now. All right, I'm gonna go look at a couple other fields. Like I said, this is the dry one, so we'll go look at the wet fields and see how they look. But this is, it's the 13th of May. We gotta go. This corner's a touch wet, right there. Let's walk out here a little ways. Yeah, this is definitely wetter. These end rows tend to be wet, and then out in the field it's quite a bit better. It's the thing, if you work it too wet, you're gonna make it worse, not better. So we don't want to do that. But as wet as the stuff back to Waldron is that we have to do yet, like, we're not going there before we work down here. And so even if we can only do that one farm, we might as well bring the disc down here and do it and get some of the beans planted, right? Out here it's dry. Lift the shovel full, and if it breaks apart when you drop it, it's dry. You squeeze it, as long as it crumbles and doesn't mud ball, you're good to go. I mean, this is good. So, do we hold up because of that little bitty corner is too wet? Or do we say, forget that, let's go? Let's check this field. This is wheat stubble from last year. This one's going to corn. Now, this is the lighter ground of all of the stuff that we have here. Now, we're on the far side of this is a little sandier. This side's a little heavier. I decided to check the heavy stuff because that's what we do. Now, the wheat there's a lot of residue. It's going to keep it a little bit wetter. So, but this, we're going to run the field cultivator through and then plant it to corn. It's a little gooier, definitely a little gooier. How bad is it? A little bit. It's a little bit badder. That's not bad. Top is fine. It's 3, 4, or 5 inches down. Oh, it's not bad. This shovelful here was just a little bit sticky. I'm getting my hand a little bit dirty. There is a wet spot over there by those houses. I know we drove past it yesterday and it was wet on top. So I do know that. But the rest of this doesn't seem too bad. Could probably use another day. Are we going to get another day? Is the problem. This spot here seems wetter. Much wetter. Okay. That'll kill any chances of coming here. Alright, so wheat stubble needs some time yet. That's a no-go. We're not even that far. Like, see where I dug over there? Shoot. Okay. But we could disc. We could definitely disc. I'll make a plan here. Just because I'm curious, I wanted to walk over here. This is the other group of fields that we have. We're, what are we? 4 miles from that last one. You can see it's still a little damp here. Same situation, wheat stubble last year, actually double crop beans after that. Lots of residue, fall chiseled, ripped, whatever you want to call it. And going to corn. I'm guessing still a little sticky. Feels a little sticky, yeah, definitely. Not as bad as that last shovelful, but yeah, slightly better, not by much. We'll have to wait. I do want to check this other one on the other side of the trees or across the lane here. That one, same situation, but they baled the straw off of it, so there should be less residue over there. Yeah, I don't know if this is dry enough to work, but it's a little bit drier without all that residue, so still needs a day. We'll see what happens with this rain. Really, if we can get through today and tomorrow with minimal rain, then we have a couple of decent days after that, and hopefully a window to finish planting. I think right here is where we're going to try and put my corn plot. I don't know if that's the best spot for it. I've done it there once before. I've done it on this side a few times. But I've got a trial going on over here with our source and blueprint stuff, so I don't want to affect that. So I'm thinking we're going to put it over there. I don't have any cornfields down here to Berkey that have short rows this year. Everything is fairly large square fields, so it's nice, but doesn't give me a good spot to put a plot. Came back up here to Waldron, waiting for Dad to get back with the sprayer so I can talk to him a little bit, but I thought I'm going to get this tractor fueled up. We're probably going to drive this down there today. Whether we do anything with it or not, I don't know. I would like to get that field around the home farm disc down, and the bean planter's here. It's got to go too. I don't know. Phil's hauling corn and seems to... I don't know. I'm planning with the corn planter if I have to. We're gonna keep this planting stuff moving. Beans got to get planted. All right. Got cold, so I put a sweatshirt on. Dad's, he's been spraying. He's got about 2 loads to spray on corn yet. We had just a little shower here happen real quick, but there's heavier rain to the southeast, moving northwest, which is rare. But I don't know that any of it's going to amount to much, and it looks like that's going to miss Berkey. I decided I'm going to take this. We're going to head to Berkey. We're going to try and start working some of those corn stalks around the home farm there. I'm a little hesitant because I have no way back, right? So Dad wants to keep spraying. He wants to get those 2 loads sprayed, which is great. That needs to happen. But if I get down there and it's raining, I'm going to have to hang out until he can come pick me up. So hopefully I can get down there and work. And then when he's done, I'll just head down there. Made it back down here to Berkey. Holy crap, these guys move fast. They got a truck here already. That's a different one. We'll go check that out in a second. Pouring footers for this one over here. They've got a conveyor truck. Conveying it where it needs to go. Well, that's pretty slick. It's got a remote. You can extend it and move it and do everything it needs to do. We're just going around checking the grade, leveling it off a little bit. Well, we'll let those guys pour concrete while we do some field work here. We're going to make a couple rounds, see what it looks like. We'll get out and take a look after we do some. If it's too wet, we will quit, but digging around in here, I didn't think it was too wet earlier today. We've got some dust flying, that's a good sign, and I don't know, we'll see. Feel like we're going plenty deep. I think we could maybe shallow it up a touch, but yeah, we'll go a little ways, see what it looks like. Well, we made a round, let's see what we think here. Good loose dirt, not smearing. Is that what we got? We're definitely a little low in the middle, even a trench. So that landall, you can pitch it forward and back, and when you put the back down, it throws and leaves a little ridge in the middle. And I usually adjust it so it doesn't do that. That's breaking apart. That looks pretty good. It's not smeary. Even the spots where it seems like a little clumps, they break apart pretty easy. I think this is okay. I do want to adjust it, not quite so deep. And like I said, we'll tweak the pitch there, but bigger chunks than I would like to see. Probably wasn't up to speed here either though, so that's probably why. This looks okay. It's May 13th. Time to go. Tillage is so boring. Oh gosh. No, it's all good. Sitting out here going back and forth, it's kind of nice actually. Other than this field, remember I said that we tiled it a few years ago? It was 2 years ago. Last year was the first crop on it after we had tiled it. It had been wheat the year before. And I can still feel all the tile lines. We were bouncing over them because they all go directly this way. And so it's a little rough. The disc will help smooth them off. The ripper this fall after it's done being beans will help more. So we'll get it back into good shape. But it's working up really nice. It's dusty, it's good. I guess Dad got rained out back up to Waldron, so we had a decent little shower up there, which is going to help the plant crops emerge and activate the chemicals that he's been spraying. That's all good things. Hopefully it just keeps drying down here. So Phil is, I think we're planning on bringing the bean planter down in the morning, so hopefully he can get started planting these, and then we can jump across the ditch and just keep the disc moving tomorrow. Of course, that's all dependent on it not raining tonight, but we'll see. We got about 30 acres left in this field. We're going to finish this up, and Dad's supposed to be on his way down to pick me up when I'm done here. We've almost made it to the ditch here, but we're getting a few raindrops. Now, it's not near as dark to the south as it was a while ago, so I think most of this actually went to the southwest of us. Pretty sure we're going to be fine here, but look at the radar, and there's just little pop-up showers, storms, all over the Midwest, basically, the Ohio River Valley. It's a huge area, and you're just, whether you get lucky or not, and it depends on whether you want the rain or not, whether you're lucky, so. I don't really want the rain here. I want to get finished planting. We should get this done. Just, what do we got? Oh, half a dozen more passes, or 3-4 rounds to go. Well, we're just about done, but it's starting to rain a little harder than it has been. All I got to do is finish this pass, turn around, and get back to the front and go across the front ends, though. So we're going to finish, but yeah, going to the dust to settle and stick to our disc. It's all right. This one's just, yeah, good to have done. So we've got all that across the road to do. We've got about 275, 280 acres going to beans down here. That's all corn stalks, and it's this field and that field and a 40 on the corner and like 67 acres across the road. So it's all real close right here. We've got about 280, 285 of corn. There's a field over by those houses over there. See out there? Nope, can't see out there at all. Okay. And then the rest of it is a few miles over that way. So most of it's all really close here at Berkey. Well, we got it done. It doesn't look like we're going to get anything significant rainfall-wise here, but we'll see what this adds up to. Dad's here. He's been waiting for me for probably an hour now, so we're going to head back to Waldron. This is, if it doesn't rain, this is something for Phil to plant in the morning while we keep the disc moving on the other stuff. So hopefully we'll have a big day tomorrow. Get a bunch of beans in the ground. We'll have to keep an eye on the rest of the ground that's going to corn and see when we think we can get across that, but it wasn't today. Yeah, I got the concrete done. That looks good. I didn't know if they would dig the next one or not. Guess not. Maybe tomorrow. Cool. Back at Waldron, and it's raining here. Actually, guys, it's not a bad thing. This is kind of a nice rain. We haven't got this at all at Berkey. We're still set at 300s down there, but we're at 2/10 now for the day here at the home farm. Like, I know we still have beans to plant here. I know that, but I also know those fields are wet, and it's going to be a while before they dry out anyway. This rain is going to be extremely beneficial for the wheat crop, for the corn herbicide that Dad sprayed. He's got over 900 acres sprayed in the last 2 days. And for getting the crops out of the ground. We were getting a little bit hard and crusty and dry on top, and I think it was coming okay, but this is going to help tremendously. So I don't need an inch. I don't need more than a half an inch. I don't really need any more than we've gotten now. So it can stop, but not a bad rain so far. So anyway, thanks for watching this one. Good to be back in the tractor doing something again today. Hopefully we can keep moving at Berkey tomorrow. We missed all the rain down there. So far, so good. We'll know more tomorrow in the morning. So hopefully we're busy tomorrow. But thanks for watching. Have a great night. Questions, comments, leave them down below, and we'll see you in the morning. Oh, we're going to go out and do our emergence flagging. I can row that corn now, so that's good. But it's a little early and a little rainy. I'm going to wait till the rain stops, and we'll walk out there in a couple hours. Well, the rain stopped. We had a nice 3/10 inch rain. It was actually really nice. So just walking around looking at some stuff through the grass here, and the beans are coming really nice in the bean plot. You can roll them all the way across. Those look fantastic. Let's go get our boots muddy and see how our corn did today. The soil being moist now, it's dark, you can kind of see plants a little bit better. They're definitely unfolding. You can row the corn, looks better. All right, well, let's see if we got any more filling in here after another day. Nothing in this gap. Oh, there's one. There's one. Sweet. There's one. Ah. There's one. There's one. Got a bunch today. A little rain goes a long ways. Okay. I think that's it. I'll double check, but what was that, 4 or 5 today? Cool. Yeah, that's it. I did not differentiate those from yesterday's day 4s, day 5s. It really doesn't matter once you get past that point as far as our experiment goes here. So it looks to me like we have 3 to come yet. There's one gap right there. And then there's a gap right there. And there probably should be one more on the end. So we'll see if we get any more. We'll watch it. But overall, that means our stand is not going to be terrible. It's just not very even. So let me count how many flags we've got. 31. We got 31 flags there. That's not bad at all. One of them is a double, and I counted both. So even if you figured that's 30, that's better than I was expecting. I will take that. 30,000 stand is not bad at all. So, yeah. We'll see what else comes up out of there and stuff. But for the most part, we're got what we've got at this point. And the nice thing is, that was a tough spot, so I don't think we're going to have any replant concerns really anywhere, or not very much of it anyway, because if that spot came up at 30,000, like anything over 25 is perfectly fine for when it was planted. It would have to be a very, very thin stand for me to consider replanting stuff. And it appears that we're not going to have that problem. Before I go here, I'm going to throw another plug out for my second YouTube channel. It's been a while since we've talked about it on this one, but Mom and I started a cooking channel. It's called Baking Bakers. There's a link in the description. It's totally different content. Mom filmed a video that's coming out for tomorrow, which today, for you, those of you watching it today. So go check that out. If it's your thing, subscribe. If not, tell your friends. Something. So it's been fun. We're enjoying doing it. It's nice making some other content that's not quite so time sensitive sometimes. So anyway, have a good night. I'll see you in the morning.